Doryne mentioned the word merger.
Well,
since we're on the record and this is also being recorded by the press, it's not a merger, it's a joint venture between us and Brookfield. With respect to the question about debt, first and foremost, keep in mind that for the last 7 years, this portfolio, including this building, has paid all of its debt service out of cash flow. And it was underwritten from the very beginning to pay all of its cash flow, debt service out of cash flow. It's, despite differing opinions from uninformed parties, the portfolio has never been over-leveraged. Keeping that in mind, this transaction will actually pay down a portion of the overall debt and allocate it to this particular property, so there will be less debt on this portfolio and this property going forward. So that should, if it's been fine till now, it'll be even better going forward. With respect to the energy efficiency and the submetering, in the last 4 years, we've done a tremendous amount of energy efficiency work to Roosevelt Landings, more so than was required by the Public Service Commission's decisions involving the submetering orders, including a cogeneration facility that makes up for 15% of the building's electric load. We have done deep air sealing throughout all of the apartments, including foam behind all the windows, cracks, floor joists. We did foam insulation underneath all of the breezeways and tunnels. We've also put in not only the thermostats that the Public Service Commission has required us we install, but we installed a smart system, which is completely controllable from an internal energy management system, so that we can control set points throughout the entire complex, and that's 3,500 different set points. There's a thermostat not in every apartment, as the PSC wanted, but every room. So it controls the heat in a much more efficient way. This heating season proved to us that the thermostatic system and the energy management system has reduced electricity in each apartment by more than 35%. And that's before we even talk about submetering, which, by the way, hasn't actually occurred yet, and we're still working through that process with the PSC. So I hope that solves, or at least resolves, some of the concerns that I think are very real concerns, and they have been in the past, and we've always stepped forward to try to resolve those concerns with real, pragmatic, and practical solutions that go far above and beyond what was required of us.
Okay, that's terrific. Up until now, I know you guys have been doing some good work. That's why I asked the questions about saying, is that going to continue?
Yes.
Absolutely. And if you, as a Master's of Finance, if this, because we didn't get the details of the transaction, so if you were suddenly assuming a much larger debt burden, then some of these things would have to be curtailed.
Right.
Versus you saying you're reducing the debt burden, so that's a positive,
and
which we didn't know.
And we're actually committing more capital to further improvements to the building as well. So we're not only continuing the work that we did before, but we have new projects coming online that will improve the building even further, including tenant comfort, affordability, that kind of stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Can you get an air conditioner?